Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and we are back for another video discussing The Last of Us Part 3. So about a month ago, guys, I made a video talking about the potentiality of Abby returning. Her voice actor, Laura Bailey, confirming that if there is a Part 3 in her Last of Us game and Abby's involved, that she would 100% reprise her role as Abby in anything Last of Us related. And we've all heard the rumblings. The Last of Us Part 1 just got announced for PC. That is coming in March. We've heard rumors about The Last of Us Part 2 getting a director's cut. We've now heard rumors of Uncharted, which I'm going to discuss in a separate video here, but basically Uncharted is going to be headed up by another studio, supposedly, and Naughty Dog will assist that studio. It's going to get a reboot, in essence. And we know for certain The Last of Us multiplayer game, Last of Us 2 multiplayer game, whatever you want to call it, is getting a big update in 2023. And that, I am so excited for. And now probably the biggest rumor that is sparked up in the last couple days, literally yesterday actually, is that The Last of Us Part 3, which has been a game that has been rumored in development, nothing official, is now rumored to be in production, meaning the wheels are finally turning completely. The Last of Us Part 3 is coming. And this is from a pretty credible source. And I'll talk about that person in a second here. If you guys do enjoy these videos, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you miss my videos. Join about the near 50% of people that are subscribed. And let me know down below in the comments, do you want a Last of Us Part 3? Do you think Naughty Dog should just be done? Do you want to see a new IP? Because there's been a lot of discussions as what is coming with Naughty Dog. So we're going to discuss this, and there will be a separate video on Uncharted in a couple days. I will have a lot to say with that in a separate video, but we're going to get right into the rumors and news. Let's go for 1,000 likes. Hope you guys enjoy. Before I get started into the rumors, let me go into some confirmed stuff. So this was about a year and a half ago. Take a listen.
What some of those alternative paths might be and where she goes from here. Because, well, Neil, you mentioned after the game's release that to justify making a part 2, we had to do something not that the fans would be comfortable with, but something that would match the emotional core we found in the first game. And without that, there'd be no reason to do a part 3. Almost a year down the line now, have you found or began looking for that justification at all? How much time have you spent thinking about what might happen next?
Quite a bit. You know, when these games take so much to make. You know, this one, been thinking about it for 7 years between when the last game came out and then when this came out. But you know, actively full production, working on it for 4+ years. That you want to make sure you're jazzed by the idea that you have. It feels like it's challenging. It feels. We've now had 2 games that I feel like, you know, speak to something universal as well as telling a very personal story for these characters that now like with one game, there's no like pattern of what a franchise is. With 2 games now, there's starting to be a pattern. And like, now I feel like there's certain structural thematic themes you would have to stick to if you're making a 3rd game. So yeah, so I would say after we finish kind of like one of our big titles, it's like we take a long time to explore different ideas, whether it's going to be Last of Us 3, whether it's something new, whether there's some old franchise we want to go back to. And then like, we really have to, I like to fully explore all those fully and then look at like, okay, we have all these ideas in front of us as a studio. What do we want to commit to? Because that's a huge commitment. It's a huge like monetary time, passion, talent. So you think about all the opportunity cost that comes to that. And I don't know how much I want to reveal. Hallie and I did write an outline for a story that we're not making. But I hope one day can see the light of day that explores a little bit what happens after this game. But we'll see.
I've referenced that in numerous videos. Neil Druckman confirmed an outline was written for Part 3. Now, the time of that, you know, being out, that was about not even a year after Part 2 came out. Now it's been over 2.5 years since Part 2 came out, and that clip is almost 2 years old. So, you would think if the outline's written, maybe pre-development had already started. There have been rumors of pre-development for Part 3 already. We can assume the game being in production is a realistic expectation. The Last of Us 2 took 4 years. 4 years of production before it finally released. Now, note, the game got delayed numerous times because of COVID. So 3.5, maybe, technically, if you take all that stuff out. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff that had to be pushed back because of COVID. But realistically, if the game, The Last of Us Part 3, is in production, like this thing I'm going to show you here, we could be looking at a 2025, 2026, 2027 release window. Between those 3 years, seems like the realistic expectation. Now, let me pop up the tweet, the big rumor. According to the user ViewerAnon, now you're going to be like, who is this? This is a movie insider, and I've kind of looked through some of their tweets and their leaks, rumors, whatever. They're pretty credible, and I'm not going to lie. Like, why would you think, why would a movie insider talk about game stuff? I'll go into that in a minute. He tweets kind of about why he did this. So, well, I'm not watching anything, so Dr. Uckman's, which is a reference to his card in The Last of Us Part 2, Neil Druckmann's, next game is The Last of Us Part 3, which is currently in production at Naughty Dog. And he replies to his tweet and it's like, I've seen a lot of should we trust this person from new people to the account. So various scoops I've had in the gaming adjacent space. I revealed a whole lot of Last of Us show details. Initial example, Ashley Johnson as Anna, which was true. Ashley Johnson is playing as Ellie's mother in the HBO show. Was the first to mention the existence of Crash Bandicoot 4, etc. Gaming isn't my main industry, but I know some fun people, basically, with a smiley face. So, a credible movie insider mixed into the gaming adjacent space dropped this bomb out of nowhere. Define etc. Going from Crash 4 to Last of Us 3 is quite a leap in trust. And he tweets, totally fair, but you'll see in a few years. Games take a while. So he's hitting also The Last of Us Part 3 may release in a few years. So we're looking, again, realistically, 2 to 4 years. That is realistic. But, man. And he finishes with a response. Someone says, what about Uncharted? A new IP, their online multiplayer project. Now, what I will say to this is I'll make a separate video on this particular point with Uncharted. There's also been other stuff that has been coming out recently, and we'll make a video about that. So, he replies, Uncharted will be handled by another studio, which does support those rumblings I have heard and rumors in the job listings. Factions is coming first. Not sure on the new IP. So he is certain there is a new IP, or at least that maybe there is. He's not 100% certain on that. But he is certain Factions is coming first. And likely we could see the Uncharted after, but it seems like Naughty Dog's next game after this Last of Us 2 multiplayer game, will be The Last of Us Part 3. This was Neil Druckmann's big project, secret project that he has been hinting on his Twitter, according to this user. Now, if this was not substantial, I would not be making a video on this. I have seen so many articles, so many people tweeting about this. That means this person, this ViewerAnon, is not a joke, and they are not to be trifled with. You know, I usually get all these kind of rumors, and I make videos on all of this kind of stuff, but to me, this is probably substantial. I am almost 100% certain of that. Maybe not all the details may be accurate, but a Last of Us Part 3 I have known for such a long time is coming. And I can't say officially until Naughty Dog says something, but without getting official word, I am 99% certain The Last of Us Part 3 is coming, and production is realistic that it is in production. As for how long it's been in production already, I don't know. Did it just start? Has it been in production already a couple months? Maybe even a year? That's to be seen, but Naughty Dog has expanded their studio. There have been so many job openings and listings, it makes sense that this is the beginning. The Last of Us era of Naughty Dog has only begun with the HBO show, the multiplayer game, Part 1 coming to PC, a rumored Last of Us 2 director's cut, and now potentially The Last of Us Part 3 coming. Stay tuned for my next video on Uncharted and its potential reboot. If you guys did enjoy this, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, let me know down below in the comments if you think this is BS or real. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go for 1,000 likes again. Go follow me on my social media, Twitter, Discord, Instagram. Please follow those 3 if you want to stay up to date with anything I discuss. Thank you so much for watching. And, as always, thank you again. Have a great day, y'all.